Executive order demands radical overhaul of U.S. federal spending. A centralized payment system ushers in an era of transformation. The White House has issued a sweeping executive order mandating a complete transformation of how the U.S. government manages its spending on contracts, grants, and loans. This unprecedented move signals a dramatic shift in fiscal policy and represents a pivotal element in the administration's broader agenda to drastically reduce the size of the federal workforce. The order, detailed in a 7-page memo jointly issued by the Office of Management and Budget, OMB, and the Office of Personnel Management, OPM, demands the implementation of a centralized payment system. This centralized approach aims to streamline processes, enhance transparency, and ultimately achieve significant cost savings. The impact of this order will resonate across all government agencies, impacting how they procure goods and services, manage research grants, and distribute financial aid. This directive is not an isolated action, but a crucial component of a larger, far-reaching strategy to reshape the federal government. The Trump administration has consistently characterized the current size of the federal workforce as a significant obstacle hindering the execution of its ambitious policy goals. This assertion underscores the administration's belief that a leaner, more efficient government is essential for achieving its objectives. The administration's commitment to streamlining operations is evident in the recent wave of workforce reductions. The memo issued on Wednesday, obtained by the Associated Press, explicitly directs agency leaders to formulate detailed plans for large-scale reductions in their respective workforces. These plans, due by March 13th, are expected to outline specific strategies for achieving substantial personnel cuts. The urgency and scale of this initiative are undeniable. The administration has already taken decisive steps, dismissing thousands of probationary employees who lacked the protection afforded by civil service regulations. This preemptive action clearly demonstrates the administration's unwavering resolve to achieve its workforce reduction goals. The far-reaching implications of this policy shift are evident across multiple agencies. Reports indicate that the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, is preparing for potentially drastic cuts, with estimates suggesting a reduction of up to 65% of its workforce. Similar expectations of significant downsizing are looming over the Department of Labor and the Social Security Administration, leaving employees bracing for uncertainty and potential job losses. The sheer magnitude of these anticipated reductions underlines the profound impact this executive order will have on the federal landscape. The executive order's impact extends beyond domestic agencies. The U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, a key player in global humanitarian efforts, has also been targeted. However, initial claims suggesting that a freeze on foreign aid directly impacted vital funding streams, such as Ebola response initiatives, have been disputed by a USAID official. This official, speaking to the Associated Press, countered claims that funds had been frozen due to the administration's actions, highlighting the complexities and potential unintended consequences of these sweeping changes. The situation highlights the potential for miscommunication and the need for clear, consistent communication channels during periods of significant organizational change. The confluence of a centralized payment system and large-scale workforce reductions points to a fundamental restructuring of the federal government's operational structure. This dual approach represents a calculated attempt to increase efficiency, reduce costs, and align the federal bureaucracy more closely with the administration's priorities. The long-term consequences of this transformation remain to be seen, but its immediate impact is undeniable, shaping the future of federal agencies and the individuals who work within them. The coming months will be critical in observing how these changes unfold and their ultimate effects on the efficiency, effectiveness, and overall functioning of the U.S. federal government. The success or failure of this ambitious initiative will likely define a significant chapter in the history of American governance. The level of scrutiny and public debate surrounding this order will undoubtedly be intense, given its profound implications for the country's future.